What up, world? Uh, I saw Last Vegas, and since fucking Apple decided to upgrade their entire system, this is my first time using iMovie since the update. So this is gonna be fucking fun. Um, Las Vegas stars Michael Douglas, Robert De Niro, Kevin Kline, Morgan Freeman. That's really all you need to know. But it also has Mary Steenburgen, Romani Malco. My bad, bro. I know I mispronounced the first name. Jerry Ferrera, aka Turtle from Entourage. Um, that's damn near it. 50 Cent pops up in it. It's directed by John Turtle Taub, the director of National Treasure 1 and 2. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Um, it starts off roughly in the 50s, and you have these dudes, they're in a photo booth, like when you take like 8 different pictures and it prints them all out, and they're clowning. um they're at the place where young Kevin Kline works. um this dude who looks like mini John Travolta from Grease walks in. His dad owns the place. They basically hoe him like in the commercials. He calls young Michael Douglas a prick or an asshole. Like those are like the running disses of the movie or whatever. Um, and then young Robert De Niro like knocks him out. And, it's like the slogan, man. Nobody calls us names but us. It flashes forward, and you peep out how they're all living, man. Like the first flash forward is in Florida. Kevin Kline. The first thing you see is underwater, and it's like old jiggly ass. It's fucking gross. As soon as I saw that, I was like, man, what the fuck did I get into? Um, but it's like and Kevin Kline's in Florida. Like I said, it goes to Morgan Freeman. He lives with his son Michael Ealy. I think they're in Jersey. Um, he had a stroke, so Michael Ealy micromanages his every move, treats him like a child. Then it goes to Robert De Niro, who stayed in Brooklyn, uh, in Flatbush. I know hip hop heads remember that shit if you listen to some old Biggie. Uh, but yeah, he lost his girl. She's miserable. Like he's miserable. The neighbor chick always brings him food, and then it goes to Michael Douglas, who is in Cali. He's successful at whatever it is he does. He's with this chick, and she's like 5 years older than me. Real talk. His mentor dies. They're at his funeral. He's just fucking spewing a eulogy, and he basically accidentally proposes to this chick, which leads us to Vegas. They're getting married in Vegas. Michael Douglas is, and Morgan Freeman and Kevin Kline are down to go to Vegas for the bachelor party, but they have to convince Robert De Niro, who he has beef with Michael Douglas. Out of a clique of boys, man. Once you hit a certain age, man, it's bound to be a disagreement, and it's bound to be sour grapes amongst the crew. Um, they convince him to go, man. Convincing Robert De Niro to go to Vegas is one of the funnier parts of this movie. Obviously they all get to Vegas. Um, they're living it up, man. Robert De Niro really doesn't want to be there. Like he still has his grudge against Michael Douglas, and like the other three are trying to live it up. Like I said, they all get to Vegas, man. And they're trying to convince Robert De Niro to have a good time. They're trying to squash the beef between him and Michael Douglas. They get in the club, man. That shit is funny. They show part of that in the preview. They recreate the nobody calls us names but us thing. Um, they make Jerry Ferrera their bitch. Um, I mean, I like the guy, so like it was weird like seeing him get hoed by some old dudes, but it's funny how they did it. Um, like I said, 50 Cent has a cameo. It's a pretty funny cameo. Um, but I mean, like going in, like I wanted to get y'all a review this weekend, man. Not Ender's Game nor Freebirds really interested me, and I like all the main actors in this movie, so I was like, fuck it, man, I'll go see this. And like I really enjoyed it a lot more than I was, man. I was laughing my ass off, man. Morgan Freeman and Kevin Kline are are, you know what I'm saying, the comic relief mainly. But, you know what I'm saying, Michael Douglas and Robert De Niro are really important to what's going on, clearly. Um, and like while it's a main story about staying alive and not giving up on life, man, not trying to feel too old, man. It's about your boys, it's about your crew, it's about remembering where you are, man. Like remembering where you came from, man. Like and real like there was portions of this shit amongst like Morgan Freeman and Michael Ealy relationship and just the four main dudes, the Flatbush Four, man, who like you know what I'm saying, got me a little wet around the eyelids, man. Um, I mean, I enjoyed this shit, and like it just your brothers, man, like my AMH people, man, from Indy, man. You know what I'm saying? The original crew, man, and my boys that I brought in amongst the military, amongst being in Texas, man. I fucking love y'all, man. That's real. Um, so with all that shit being said, man, I will say that Las Vegas is dope. Um, I mean, it's worth the check out. So I want to know if you saw Las Vegas. I want to know what you thought about Las Vegas. Um, that's really all I got, man. I'm not gonna go into like all the movies that Robert De Niro been in this year, man, because I like The Family, and I think Grudge Match looks good. Morgan Freeman been in some good shit this year too. Um, oh yeah, last question, man. I think everybody is gonna say what I think they're gonna say by default. But amongst the four, man, who is your favorite actor? Um, I mean, drop comments and I'll reply with who my favorite actor is out of these four too. Um, Next week I got Thor. I'm gonna drop some raps this weekend. Like, subscribe, and comment on all my pages, man. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Um, Peace.